Hey YouTube, it's your boy, Super Scooter Guy, coming at you with another moto vlog. And today what I wanted to discuss is kind of like the tragedies and I guess the stigma of tragedies on bikes and how it kind of impacts us as riders. So about a month ago up here in Massachusetts, actually it was in New Hampshire, which is the border state of Massachusetts, right across the border. There was a huge motorcycle accident in which 7 bikers were killed by a drunk driver who actually shouldn't have never even had his license because he pretty much had concerns in another state, and it just didn't get translated here in Massachusetts. So he was across the border in New Hampshire and ran over bikers on the side of the road. And it was kind of a huge thing because, I mean, wow, just having that many kind of folks in the same accident right at once in the local area, it definitely hit the major news outlets. But sometimes after those big incidents, when you kind of see, you know, other bikers go down, pass away, things like that, it can kind of get in your psyche a bit. And I don't know if it was me purposely or not, but you know, I actually didn't ride for a couple of days like after that happened. And it was on the news like in the morning, at night, the next day, everything kind of in the, you know, the progression of the case and things like that. And, you know, I was just wondering from you all, kind of when these big events happen and kind of you hear the accidents, does that trigger you in any way as a rider? Kind of makes you kind of, you know, second guess riding for a little bit, or your skill, or whatever the case is, or does it just motivate you more to kind of practice your craft as best you can, like defensive riding techniques, things like that? I think for me, it's a combination of both. I think sometimes I, you know, evaluate like, wow, this is definitely a more dangerous form of transport, particularly when folks who are not riders maybe aren't practicing driving techniques that will not harm us as riders. But at the same time, I think I also think about like my defensive driving techniques a little bit more after kind of big events like that happen. So I guess from you all, just asking your opinion, leave comments below, like how do you kind of deal with the aftermath of those bigger incidents when the folks in our riding community, you know, you hear a bad story, you know, how does that impact your psyche as a rider? Looking forward to hearing your comments. Enjoy a little bit of the rest of my ride, and deuces, y'all.